showcase them. Those professional bike riders made the film. That and the music, which I had nothing to do with.
Well, this is obviously a celebration. We should just throw a nod out to Jeremy for his great work and the whole team. Your passion for all of this has made this possible, but this is more about you, the fans, so maybe I can help facilitate some questions, and we can fire them at the team. Does anybody have one?
Wait, before they start. Oh, you're going to hear it and you can tell me, because I can't hear nothing. I got New Year's born in Czechoslovakia doing a movie called Bridget or Morgan. So I can wear hearing aid both, but if he's going to hear it and repeat it to me, fine, go ahead.
Is that a direction? Is that what you'd like me to do? I'm fairly familiar with
If you don't, I won't answer it, for sure.
Fair enough, sir. Yes.
I got one question. This is for Hal, I guess, but it's more for wardrobe. Where did the one-piece suits come from? The one-piece suits that the twins were in.
This is Rob and Rex and the sexy Star Wars, Star Trek things that they were. The suit, Hal. I don't think it had anything to do with the suit. Did you? It was 85. Is that Jeff? Your question struck from the.
I don't know what the question is with the answer, so move on to the next.
Exactly. This man is really in charge. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that.
They were leftovers from movie V.
Movie V, leftovers from the movie
television
V.
series V.
TV. A little bit of trivia. It's getting weird already. Okay, let's go on. I see someone with a red shirt standing there. If you'd like to say your question as the director.
They have any lights in this place? Can we see those people?
I'd like to thank you guys for creating a movie which I find created our generation. Help us with it. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Well, I got to tell you something. I'm going to be out of this conversation because whatever he said, I don't know. He had to tell me the answers. Go ahead.
You're just throwing out some kudos. Is that good? Well, thank you very much for those kudos. And to the young lady to your right, you have a question. Fire away.
Where did the concept for RAD come from? How did you decide to make a movie about BMX?
So, Hal, the question, just to repeat, is where did the concept of RAD come from? How did you or Sam? Sam,
It was topical. It was the time to do it, and it came from
Tell the story.
a magazine article.
Tell the real story.
Why don't you tell the story?
That's our co-writer, Jeff. Jeff, did you come up here and tell the story?
The story came from Geoffrey and I saw a magazine article, and then later on I saw some kids at a park in Santa Monica doing some crazy stuff on a bike, and I didn't know what it was, and I kind of put it together, stopped at a bike store, and asked them what it was, and they said it was a simple bicycle motocross. And I took off and that might be a good movie. They wanted to Hal Needham.
Jeff, did you want to add anything to that?
You're really looking for
Yeah.
another script, like right away.
What was it about the BMX idea that these gentlemen brought to you that made you want to throw your weight behind it?
Well, that's my weight. Well, you know, I was into motorcycle racing and all that, and I didn't even own a bicycle like I couldn't afford it. But I started watching a little television like ESPN. They had some bike races on, but they're on planks, and they just go down. They're only like 45, 50 yards, looked to me like, and the race is over. And I said, that doesn't look too good. But these guys came to me and gave me that stupid limit, and I said, that's something new. I haven't seen that. And so I decided that I thought it would make a pretty good film, plus the fact, and I'm going to take a little credit,
But there's only 300 tickets.
I designed that park, that Hell Park.
Hell track.
Hell Track. I thought he said I was smart.
I love you, Hal.
Anyway, but Hell Track. But the wall was my idea, and I got to tell you something. I asked all the pros, I said, can you guys come off of this wall for building so high and everything, you know? And they said, oh yeah, not a problem. They took one look at that and they went, oh shit. There was about a 16, 17-year-old kid. Is your father in here tonight?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Everett. His name is Everett.
Everett Rosebanks.
Or Beetle.
Was that you, Pete?
Okay, repeat his name, I can't.
It's this gentleman right here.
Stand up right here! He saved the day. Because one guy said, no way. This kid, next thing I knew, he had a ladder and his bicycle, and he climbed up halfway up the wall and managed to get on his bike off of the ladder against the wall and go down. He did that a couple times. He went up to the top and came off, and it was a wrap after that because everybody said, shit, if he can do it, I can do it. Huh?
It also costs you some money out of your pocket.
How's that?
We were offering these guys $100 to go down the wall.
I did not. No, he did all on his own. I didn't pay him a dime. I should have, but I didn't.
From a couple of the talents that made the movie possible, what was your original thought, gentlemen, when you took a look at that wall? Is that true, or are you just blocking Hal for more cash? Because as a legendary stuntman, you know he pulled that off many, many times. Remember Jose? Oh, I can't do the backflip when we were all sitting around and Hal came back and said, "The stuntman trick, he's looking for more money." And you were laughing. Okay, man, that's good. I like it.
I have my own little tricks.
What did you guys think of that when you saw it?
Yeah, exactly. Well, the truth of it is that at the bottom, they said, go check it out. So we all came up to kind of cocky looking at this thing because we done everything, you know. We looked at it and we said, no problem. We got to the top and we looked down and we said, you gotta be kidding me. It freaked us out. It was so steep. Literally, when you go down the thing, your back wheel is barely touching it. In fact, if you saw the movie real closely, you'll see some of the guys barely hanging to the bottom of this. We're not like mine.
Yeah.
But
I concur.
listen, again, I'm not looking for praise, but when I told them put that little run out down at the bottom, so that when you went to the bottom, you wouldn't do an endo. That front wheel would probably carry out. I did a lot of those problems when I was a stuntman, so I said, "What the hell am I doing?"
You didn't get much sympathy. You're one of, and by the way, your butt looks just like Lori Loughlin. So. Not that I need to add that crassness to this crowd, but just throw that out there. Another question from the audience that we can take. Is it going to be a smart one?
I was listening.
Okay, way in the back there, the white shirt. Yes, please. Who would you like?
Just wanted to know who did Cruise backflip.
That was me.
That was you?
It was a wonderful stunt guy by the name of Jose Inez. He was the only guy in the world who could do that at the time. And watching that stunt, it was like the moon landing. There was quiet on the set. We had a priest come down, say a few prayers, and he did it, and it really made a movie.
I want you to know that everybody here loves you very much.
And he said somebody else. All the time I was a stuntman, all the people I know would say, "Oh, I do my own stunts." You know, I never understood that.
The question was, Hal, am I still dating Lori? And the answer is, I'm actually married to Lori, in my mind.
Another question, this gentleman in the hat right here in the front row.
For the writers, where did the name Crew Jones come from, and were there any other choices for the character that you guys were?
The name Crew Jones.
It originally was Dylan, and it was originally Dylan, and we came in with the concept. I don't know if Hal remembers this, but he took our concept and literally threw it in the trash.